Hello everybody, it's DeanSpillaBean back on your screen playing some Phoenix in the Offlane today. Alright, so today's goal is figuring out how I can do good in a team fighting sense. Which, I mean, as a Phoenix shouldn't be too difficult, but in terms of what team that I have, we don't have any tank, so I might need to go for that, or at least like a frontlining role. But what I'm up against is really good against that, so I guess this will be a game where I can figure out how to frontline without being a frontline, if that makes any sense. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. How do you frontline without being a frontline?
If I use Fissure here when creeps go, it's okay?
Yes.
Their suffering is about to end.
My guess as to what he said, he's going to try and fissure the creep wave to stop it from approaching too quickly.
Skip the 30 seconds and get
Let's
started.
see, he's going. This one's a little tense. Got Icarus dive if I need to get out, but I'd rather have spirits. Got it. Apparition, what are you doing, bro?
A vicious double slam.
What do I want? I want so many items, good grief. There's no way they underestimate me. I got a massive Grandmaster Phoenix emblem on my ass at all times. Drow.
Tell me if you guys see a courier in lane. I'll kill them.
There we go. I gotta remember, I'm not very physically durable. Do I even want... No, I don't. I'm just gonna go in with this. Shaker doesn't have much mana, so I probably shouldn't be too offensive currently. Not small, but whatever. You have mana? Yes. Got him. Probably shouldn't have tried to go for him, but I wanted to get a kill, I guess. Yeah, I probably should have just stayed in lane. I'll stay in lane for now until later. If that's all the case, what item should I go next? Should I go for a Hand of Midas? Try to get bigger items later. Might be nice. Not too certain. Oh, no, darn it.
No. Bats.
I don't know, I feel like I could go for Midas. Ooh, mistimed that, did you, Drow? Missed that. Okay, this is probably where I'd no joke go for Tranks. I don't think I'm going to be going for a major casting type build this game, so I'll do Tranks into... I'll go Tranks into Hand of Midas and then figure out what I want after that.
You'll have to do better than that.
I'd like to get my ult. I think it should be fine. Yeah. Got Tranquils, I can regen all of that back. Okay, so is that a reason why to not get Helm of Iron Will? It is.
Fuck, I'm lagging so much.
Although at this point with Helm's stats, it's not the best item to get now.
You realize our middle tower
Drow is dead. Maledicted. That burn damage definitely killed Witch Doctor there. So do I still want to go for a hand? Well, yeah, I'm going to. I gotta go for haste. Okay, so after that, do I want to get a Shiva's or really ult for that? Not my first choice, but okay. Okay, wait, really quick. What is the damage of Maledict? It is magical. Pipe of Insight. Drow is alone. Oh no, she is up. Oh well, she's dead either way. If I get this, I'll get my ult. He should die from the burn. He should. Can't evade all of them. Sweet.
the enemy's bottom tower is
Bottom tower is down. How to wreak havoc. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Tide should go down here. Yeah. That tells me all I need to know. Victory is assured. Okay. Scared him off. Probably shouldn't have done that. I thought I could have done something more. I probably shouldn't have. Yeah, I shouldn't have vaulted all the way in. I was too confident. Won't happen again. Unfortunate for them. Is for me? Let's see. I want to get Drow. Oh, Invoker. Don't have my ult. Gotta be a little careful, but I do have invis. There. Somewhere here. Smoked up. Yeah, sure, let's go top.
Going, I can TP in front of him.
Not the best position, but I don't have any other spells. But now I do. Where? Should. No. I forgot he has the damage, damn it. Okay, I don't do anything against Tide. Let's see, his Kraken Shell purges a bunch of effects that I have. Everything that I do has a lot of effects. Only damage that could mean anything is Sunray. That's the weakest thing that I have currently. So, any fight that I do, I'm going to have to make sure that someone has something for Tide, because I can't do anything to him.
failure.
Ancient Apparition somewhere here. Is he killable? I'd like to think so. Not really, at the moment. Time being, I'm just gonna pressure mid lane. They're gonna have to respond at some point. Okay, in terms of what to do in a situation where there's not much else to do, basically just what I'm doing. Give the enemy a reason to make a move, because they sure as hell aren't willing to do anything. And they don't seem very willing on going on me. That's reasonable. There it is. Oh. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Shard on the way. I say we back out. Okay, are we able to get out of here? And I can go right back into lane, but I'd like to save him. Okay. Wait. Ooh, Mage Slayer. Ooh, that's gonna be annoying. Mage Slayer. Whoever gets hit by the user of a Mage Slayer does significantly less damage. So, answer is, I only attack or be near Tidehunter when I have my ultimate ready. Because then I don't get hit by Mage Slayer, and it also gets rid of the debuff. Probably should have waited to give that to Shaker, but that's fine. Alright, time to do nothing to him. Maybe. Oh, he did something. It did something. Shouldn't stay too long. Sweet. Anything, anywhere. Some people mid, but I'd rather there be a drow. Did you find something? No. Back out. Didn't get a good surprise attack. Couldn't finish him off, that's fine. Should I go for a Kaya next, like a Kaya Sange after Pipe of Insight, just so I can do that bit more damage? I might. Or I could go for a Meteor Hammer. Could probably. Oh. You should die from that. Yeah. Now I got stunned in a really weird spot. Maybe in that fight I should have tried a Sunraid Witch Doctor, just so he could convince himself to use his switcheroo ability, because that gives him invulnerability for a good chunk of time. So if I had used Sunray on him sooner, that probably would have convinced him to use it before my supernova went off, and it actually probably would have been a bit better. That's something. Alright. New mistake I won't make. Time being, I'm just going to try and finish up Pipe. Once that happens, team fighting will be a tiny bit easier. But what item next? I do have like a Scythe of Ice next, but that might not be good against Tidehunter because he just doesn't care. Well, I'm thinking too much about Tidehunter. I don't have to think about that, because there's other people that are vulnerable to it. That Witch Doctor, for example. Invoker. There are options. I don't have to think specifically on Tide. Got him to use his ult. I shouldn't use my ult, I don't want to get too close to him. Sweet. Ooh, that missed me.
Notification from Radiant.
He missed at me too.
god, it's too good. But no, it's not good enough at all. Or wait, is it? Maybe.
Okay, I'm considering Kaya. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not getting Divine Rapier. I don't know why you're even giving me that concept. I really shouldn't. But the damage amp, though. No, we're not going Rapier. That sounds ridiculous. Oh, he's dead. Oh, gosh. Fine. I said fine. There we go. Goes on Drow. I can't chat, no, no. Actually, I think I should go for a Lotus Orb, because there's a good chunk of debuffs that get put everywhere. So, getting that might actually make me more difficult to kill. Debuffs are very powerful. I should know. Also, is Tide dead? No. Oh, yes. Neat. This is an interesting battle. And it's over. Should I go into this spot? Okay, I think I can go in and just dive out really quickly. Nice. Oh my god, I got stuck on a cliff. We're prepping for a Roshan battle. It should be an easy one. I should be kind of cautious, even though enemy team is kind of far away, they're pushed back to their tier 2. I at least got to be a little careful where I'm positioned. If I use Sunray here, at least I have Supernova to counter-initiate. So I can get Bloodseeker healed up. Not sure why Roshan yelled at me 3 times, but okay. Any stuns on him? Yes. And Supernova in time. There we go. Got frozen at a weird time. I should have Supernova sooner. Drow's dead? Yes. Let's back out for the moment. Nice kills. Right now we're just sieging their stuff. Don't have spells currently. Goodness. Goodness. Oh, that's a mistake, Tide. Okay. Game got out. Lotus is on the way. Nice. Prophet got out. Wow. There it is. Oh yeah, I can't do damage to him, that's right. Well, he's dead, nonetheless. Tower's down, they're gonna try and silence us? No? Really? Whack. Almost wanted to use my Lotus. At least silence me or something. Where is... Here. That's one down. Jeez, that burn. I should have went in, but I guess I didn't look at him right. Yeah, why didn't I go in earlier, honestly? Can't hit fire spirits. He ulted for that. Okay. Okay, thinking about it right now, what is a good item for me to get? Kaya is an option, definitely,
Your middle tower is under
but I
attack.
feel like I need something a
Looks
bit
like
more
the enemy has
defensive, maybe. Or Octarine? Why Octarine? Cooldown reduction is really nice. Is that the main reason? I think so. BKB? That's another good option. I don't like getting stunned very much, so I might go for BKB. There's a battle going on, hopefully I get there quick enough. Let's back out. Or go in? I want a supernova, but they're not in a good position for that.
The enemy wasn't
If they go in on us, then I can supernova.
You destroyed the enemy's middle tower.
Titan coming. Watch for him ulting. There we go, I actually timed it that time. Tide took a lot of damage. Spells back up. Uh-oh. Damn. Refresher it is. Okay, thoughts on Phoenix as an offlaner? I feel like Refresher Orb is pretty much a requirement, simply because
Wow.
with how Phoenix's kit works, everything lasts for a very short amount of time and opens up a lot of windows of opportunity, but requires windows of opportunity to work, and Refresher can pretty much double that window of opportunity or even extend it to an absurd proportion. So, with Refresher, I will have a lot of options open to me. So that's what I'll go. Get a rosh on. Easy rosh on. Alright. Hopefully we find something to kill. Although no one should be out at this time. So I don't think we'll ever find anyone to kill. Drow's bottom. I know Invoker's top. So... We're just gonna have to play very cautiously until we see a moment. Shoot. Ah. It didn't amount to too much. Ah, heck. Okay, what happened in that moment? I think I got stunned by Witch Doctor? Was it? Yeah, I got stunned, and that took way too long. Maybe I should have got a BKB. Although it kind of goes back to the problem that I don't feel like I do too much infights otherwise. Well, let's see. If I got a BKB and I actually reacted, then that would be good. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Anyways, so... Get a refresher, that could actually help a lot, but I also don't do a lot of team fighty stuff. Okay, reason for refresher more like is it forces me to do offensive plays, so maybe I could do that. Or do I still want to go for BKB? Does Tide die? I don't know, but I should Okay. There we go. Can make my way over there. Okay, ignore those supports for now. Gotta go help AM. Tide incoming. I'm gonna stay out of range of them. Yep. There we go. Where are you going, Tide? That's where you are. I can never feel like I can get myself in a good place to supernova. It's a lot of times. Timeless Relic, that's what I need. They only will have one set of racks remaining. So all we gotta do is whittle them down. I'm not going to be going anywhere at this rate, but eventually we'll get that racks down.
The enemy's bottom barracks.
Yep. They can't initiate on us until Tide has... Oh, it's slowed a bit. Focus on Rayon Tide for the time being. Out of it. Just back out. Supernova ready. That also means that Tide is also almost ready. So a fight's gonna happen. And I don't have Refresher. Should I back out? Should we back out for now? No. If we back out now, we're gonna lose this opportunity. We're just gonna have to continue to whittle them down, just little by little. That's it, isn't it, right? Refresher's on the way. I have Refresher, it's on the way. Come on, just a little bit more mana, a little bit more mana. Love my mana. Spells are back. Should have accounted for the mana requirement. It's fine. Say we back out for a bit, resupply, get our last bits of items, and push to end. Damn, that mana cost actually got me there. If I had it sooner, I probably would have done something more. But for now, okay. What should I get to help remedy that? I could get Boots of Parrying. It does have like a tiny bit of mana in terms of the intelligence. So do I want to just do that then? I think so. That little bit of mana might make a difference. But the mana from Lotus Orb does help a tremendous amount. What to go next? I'm thinking Octarine Core, mostly for the cooldown reduction. That and the mana that it provides. That'll solve any problems that I have with Refresher. Refresher Orb is ready, which is wonderful. I already got Refresher anyway, so if anyone else want it.
Give it to me, I can leash up to them as well.
The aegis of immortality.
I'll bring it to Prophet then. There we go. Alright, here comes the final battle. Though I feel like it's going to be a little one-sided. That's fine with me. Eat it, Tide. Back out. And that's it. Should be. We got too many creeps, too many heroes. Why? What the hell? Ancient 3 with that. Wow. I thought I'd have to wait for one more game. Wow. Well, it's time for some post-game analysis. I got 14 kills. Okay, I want to go over just like the build that I'm going and some other stats, and then I want to actually give my thoughts on a Phoenix Offlane because I feel like I have something to say about it. Alright, looking at all the stats, I got the most kills of any individual in the entire game, which is cool. Their drow had a hard time, 10 deaths, 3 kills, and 18 assists. Their pause 5 was more fun. No, that was their pause 4, actually. Mid did some stuff, too. I would say this is a bit of a carry diff, seeing as that they got slaughtered in the early game. I wonder who could have done that. Actually, we can check out. Observe. I killed AA 6 times. Oh my. Drow 4. And I never killed Invoker. Who killed me the most? Almost everybody killed me twice. Except Drow, who only killed me once. That's interesting. Damage dealt. Almost 40,000. Most of the game. Wow. Most in the entire game. Damage sources. Mostly Sunray due to a lot of damage on Tidehunter, though a lot of the damage is also coming from Fire Spirits. I gotta say real quick, Supernova, for how cool of an ability it is, does not do the damage I feel like it should. That's just me, though. Of course, it does 720 damage in a massive AoE, so of course it does a lot. I just feel like it should have been doing more. But you know what? That's fine. Sunray is the real ultimate. Okay, item choices that I was going through. Starting off strong with 2 kills and using that money to get a Wraithband and a Magic Wand. Was that the best use of my funds? I think so. Extra Magic Wand for whenever they cast spells I can heal a little bit back, and as long as they fail their spells, things go well. And a boot later on. Honestly, early game was really fine because of those 2 kills. Tranquils, I think, was another good option. There'd be times I just need to recover from a battle, so Tranquils is there. Going forward, going into a Hand of Midas and working towards a Pipe of Insight. I think that was still a really good pickup for this game just because of their high magic damage. Next item was a Lotus Orb in order to purge spells and debuffs in order to hopefully survive things. Honestly, I don't know if this actually helped a whole lot. There's probably like a couple instances, but I never actually reflected anything correctly, so I never got to use it. So maybe I could have spent that money on getting a refresher earlier, which would have made way more of an impact. But I think my thought process at the time, I didn't have the mana items for it. I could have probably sold Tranquils legitimately and just got mana boots instead, because at that point in the game, the Treads regen isn't going to help me in battles, so I might as well. I might have done that. I think I should have actually. So after Pipe, ditching Tranks because I can get a lot of regen from Pipe. I actually get the same regen from Pipe, 14 as opposed to Tranquil's 14. Skipping Lotus and going for a Refresher. Whole reason, Refresher I feel actually helped us win that fight. I only got to use it effectively once. However, okay, retracing my steps back to around the time I was going to get a Refresher. Honestly, I think at this point I just desperately wanted to use the thing, and I probably should have waited a little bit longer. And I'm kind of surprised that he didn't kill me quicker. So honestly, that was just a really bad use, in my opinion. If I was just the slightest bit more patient, I probably would have gotten something with it. However, the fight nearing the end is where Refresher actually did shine quite a bit. In that, about here, I think is when I start. So Supernova on the Invoker, just to cause a little bit of problems. But of course, normally I'd be out of Supernova and then I'm kind of useless for the rest of the fight. Unless I dive in, use the rest of my spells for Refresher, and continue in. All of a sudden a fight has started and I can continue fighting. I even avoided Tidehunter's ult just because of that. Able to use even more damage. Just because of that caused enough pressure to force them to stay inside of their fountain. Even though they probably could have left, the presence of the Supernova caused them to basically hide. The damage of it itself is not enough to be a reason, but its presence can cause problems because of its stun. That's just so crippling. With that, I honestly think Refresher Orb is the only way to go when it comes to playing Phoenix. I might try to, if I get around to having a Offlane build or a core build, I might try to go for a Refresher Rush and see how that goes. Though for that to actually happen, it has to be a natural occurrence. I have tried many times to force builds to work. In reality, that just ends up losing the game. So, my position on position 3, Phoenix or an offlane Phoenix? After playing it a fair amount of time, it has noticeable strengths, but just as many weaknesses. Early game, kills are very plentiful. The amount of damage that you do is astonishing. However, Phoenix comes with a fundamental flaw in that all of his abilities take several seconds to take effect. In that, whenever Phoenix initiates a fight, it is merely because a window of opportunity has shown itself, and Phoenix dives into a specific position, using Supernova at a very specific time, using Sunray with Shard at a very specific angle in order to do the most damage possible. Cause once the Supernova's over, that's it. No more Sunrays, that's all. Phoenix's strength, late game, is the Sunrays. And without adequate support in order to set up everybody to be able to be hit by the Sunray, they cannot be killed by it otherwise. In most fights, Phoenix usually has 2 sets of abilities, every single time. Though obviously within reason, but Supernova gives so much strength in that it refreshes Sunray, and you have Shard, which allows you to do a tremendous amount of damage while being invulnerable. What I'm saying is, in a way, Phoenix's Dive plus Fire Spears is a really good combo early to do a tremendous amount of damage over time when no one has any way to build around it. However, late game, Fire Spirits is just too slow. You'll need the damage from Sunray in order to do anything. But you only have 2 Sunrays in each fight. Unless you have Refresher. With Refresher, you could potentially initiate a fight, causing panic amongst everyone while they run away in terror. You now have information on where they are. Wonderful, you have initiated, but your Supernova's over and they're out of range. No matter, you can just refresh. You now know where people are, and you can go in again. Refresher simply opens the doors for Phoenix to be an even more powerful team fighting threat, as expensive as it is. With that, in terms of the power levels of every hero in the game, I feel Refresher on Phoenix is the only real way you can play core Phoenix, at least in the offlane. Any other build, in my opinion, is trying to replicate something other heroes can do way better, but Refresher on Phoenix is something unique. It is also a noticeable weakness in that if you can't use your Supernova to begin with, you can't use Refresher. So if you get killed off way too easily, as in you get killed before the Supernova is used, or you get killed during the Supernova, then it's kind of useless. If anyone feels like trying this build out, try to go for an Arcane Boots after you get a Hand of Midas, and make sure you have Shard before you get Refresher. Arcane Boots, Shard, and Refresher are going to be the items needed, and Hand of Midas is to actually afford all of it. However, if the enemy is extremely good at picking you off, try to go for something a bit more defensive. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to utilize Refresher to its fullest. Could try a tank build. I remember at one point I went Blade Mail into Heart on Phoenix, and it worked fairly well because of the excessive amount of health that he has. Though, frankly, depending on the game, that may or may not work. It honestly depends. And I think that's why I like Phoenix. There's so much that depends. A lot of variables. I love variables. I love calculating. Maybe that's why I like playing them. No matter, thank you for listening this far, as well as watching the video to begin with. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it at least some amount, and you all have a good night.